Next, I'll demonstrate how to install Malwarebytes anti-malware. This is where you can get it from. This is the site here. Choosing to download now will actually take you to a separate outside site where they keep their software. The actual installer, though, is right here. Choosing to install it using most of its default settings will usually suffice. Minimize this, there it is. Once again, I'm going to allow this. We'll choose to update it first before we launch it, otherwise we'll have it slow down quite a bit. You can see running in the background that it is currently installing, and it's currently using most of the memory to do so. This is a program called Process Explorer, which we'll be covering a little bit later. Right now, it is covering every single task running on the computer at once. It will actually show you which programs are running, which ones are using most of the memory, which ones are using any of the bandwidth to be able to download or to send information. We can see here that Avast is currently scanning the updates that Malwarebytes anti-malware is updating. Other programs as they run will constantly receive or send data as well. We can see here that Malwarebytes is also downloading the updates in the background, even though I can't click on any of it here. This will actually replace the task manager up here, should we choose to. This one is actually a little bit better because you can see all the programs in their different hierarchies. You can see which program is dependent on which other one. If you were to do this within Task Manager and accidentally shut off the wrong program, you would actually force your computer to restart within 40 seconds and have to lose whatever work you had. This one will give you the option to do so. Whatever programs you click, if you right-click on it, you can see that you can delete the process. It will give you a prompt that will say, are you sure? You can choose to cancel. Any of these pink ones would generally be the unsafe ones, and these are the ones usually used for the safe operation of the Windows operating system. The ones down here are the ones that are actually running, the programs actually running. Some may not actually have, you can see here, some may not actually have a taskbar icon. This is useful for identifying viruses, because if a program such as this one does not have a description or a company name, then it may be suspicious because of that. This one is actually a safe one that I have installed. We'll be discussing this one later as well. Right now it sounds as though the updates have finished, and so we'll go over to Malware Antivirus. Yeah, it's finished. Now we'll go up here and launch it. The other reason the Process Explorer is a little bit more useful than the regular Task Manager is because you can see down at the bottom a histogram of whatever is currently using most of the memory, in addition to a histogram of how much for how long it has been using it. Here at the main user window for Malwarebytes anti-malware, you can see kind of the same options as were in Avast. You can choose a quick scan or a full scan. A protection module will allow you to create a passive system similar to Avast, but it's preferable not to use it at the same time. The quarantine is where if it finds anything, it would find it here. And you can see here that, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes in the automatically backed up data that Windows generates whenever you install something, this one found something, and depending on what it is, we may actually have to delete it, or it may be something that it considers a false positive. In this case, since it is in the system volume information where that restore point data is stored, we could probably delete it, in which case we'll just hit delete all, and it's gone from the hard drive forever. This, however, is not a passive scan, so This one is a little bit more better for active scans. We saw earlier that if you right-clicked on something anywhere, you would be able to see the Scan with Malwarebytes anti-malware